Watch this.
Well, I think that we did pretty good.
It's the day of love and the end of the week, so we're doing a little Feel Good Friday for you, Valentine's Day version, highlighting our favorite story tales, including a couple who's been married for over 70 years. Mike couldn't be confined by just one day. He wrote his wife a Valentine every day for an entire year.
It generally mostly is men.
Men who don't have the foresight like Mike end up hopping into a flower shop the day of Valentine's Day. Those men might need a little help writing their loved one a love letter. Don't worry, we learned AI can help. Valentine's Day, and was love in the air at the Idaho State House? Or maybe not, depends who you ask. But lawmakers, they really battled it out on two topics, school choice funding and the grocery tax credit increase. After much anticipation, a leading candidate in the school choice debate, it went down in sudden flames this morning. Senate Bill 1025, an effort to expand the Empowering Parents program to allow grants for tuition, yes, for private and religious expenses, along with other eligible education expenses, failed.
We're expanding the scope of what we're responsible for. I think we should be tightening the scope of what we're responsible for. For that reason, I'm going to be a no vote on this bill.
I think this is a voucher program, and it's something we can't afford here in Idaho right now.
Valentine's Day is a time to share your feelings, and we heard strong ones on the proposal to increase the grocery tax credit from the current rate, $120 per person, or $140 for people 65 and older. The proposal would get it to $155 for all Idahoans. Legislation passed the full House, but it certainly wasn't without a challenge.
46 other states do not pay tax on groceries. 46. This bill makes things much more complicated.
Mr. Speaker, all we're trying to do here is give more money back. It's literally that simple. Check the box. That's all it is. Check the box on your taxes.
Grocery tax credit heads to the Senate, you can see, by a significant margin. We'll see if the Senate has an appetite for it. Ah, yes, a feel-good Friday on this Valentine's Day, and a happy Valentine's Day to you and your loved ones. We thought we would take a little break from everything else and focus on this day of love. To do that, we're taking you back through some of our favorite Valentine's Day stories from over the years. First up, Platinum Partners. Here's Brian Holmes from 2019.
They've lived in the same house since 1975. So, for the Pecks of Nampa, 92-year-old Lester.
Do you guys want a sandwich or anything?
Oh, excuse me.
And 89-year-old Mary.
I was going to ask you.
Hello.
To call them creatures of habit wouldn't exactly be a criticism. In fact, it wouldn't even be an exaggeration. Most mornings don't even hit full stride
Hills around here full of fellers on the road
until Lester turns the TV to Gunsmoke.
First time old Festus has been on for a long time.
And Mary gets going on some gaming.
You know, these games are addicting.
Many would call these the golden years.
Well, I think that we did pretty good.
But for the Pecks, they're actually platinum, the benefit of being married for 70 years.
Wow.
I know. Their first date was way back in 1948.
That was in June. We got engaged in July and got married in October.
A whirlwind romance that lacked the romance, thanks to Lester.
He said, yeah. I said, I've got an appointment with the jeweler down at the jewelry store.
Who popped the question in the middle of a Saturday night movie.
He said, yeah, I went in and bought you a diamond today. I figured I was going to ask you to marry me. And I had no idea.
She said you didn't. I said I did. Here it is.
Well, that kind of smooth talking 7 decades ago led to 7 children.
And we got 17 grandchildren and 34 great-grandchildren and 4 great-great-grandchildren.
And a countless collection of family photos.
I've made an album for each of our kids.
Mary likes to go through them every once in a while.
Yeah, this is our daughter Jeanette. Her and her crew.
A reminder that the days may have gone by.
This is Donald's family.
But the sentiments stick around.
It's like a memory trip, I guess you'd say.
like looking back on those days they used to fish.
My biggest catch was a 29-pound salmon.
Of course, Lester likes to think he was,
Yeah,
even if Mary thought his brother was better looking.
but now I don't say that anymore.
Because he's gone.
The secret, they say, isn't just staying together. It's making marriage like a career. Working at it makes it worth it. And by putting in the time, love can be just as precious as platinum.
More so.
Yeah, it's just like an old shoe. You can't throw it away. If you got a comfortable pair of shoes, you stick with it.
Brian Holmes,
We're just comfortable with each other.
Idaho's News Channel 7.
How far would you go to express how much you love someone? Well, 1 or 2 days out of the year wasn't even close enough to how far Mike Smith wanted to go to show his love for his wife. Photojournalist Kevin Esslinger brings us the story of how this man did this Valentine's Day, plus much more, 5 years ago.
But love is just, it's a warm glow.
Love is just taking the person as they are.
When you haven't seen them for a while, and they look at them, they smile, you feel this glow inside of you. And that's to me, that's love.
And you love even the bad habits. That's true love.
I'm Mike Smith. I live in Caldwell with my wife, Jenny.
Miriam Virginia MacArthur Smith.
It's actually Miriam, but she goes by Jenny.
It's a pain to write, too.
It started out as a Christmas thing, just 10 days of I love you and notes, and she said, that's it, you got to do this every year. And I decided, I'm going to take this to the next level. I'm going to do it for 365 days.
I told him he couldn't do it. I said, there is no way you are going to be able to pull this off. And he did it.
And I'd come home and I'd open my document and I'd set it there in front of me. It was open every night. And as things come along, I wrote them down. This morning, Valentine's Day, I woke, showered, got ready for work. You slept because you worked last night. I walked into the room and kissed you goodbye and loved you for being there on our 9th Valentine together. I love you, Jenny. Jenny, I love you because we could spend hours together and never speak a word. Just being together is enough to make us happy. I love you because you cry over the same movies I do. We cry well together. Jenny, I love you because you suggested we get married. No woman has given me better advice as that. I love you for your creativity. Your arts and crafts are top notch. In the beginning, it was no trouble. I just was ripping them out. I love you because of your southern accent.
We are on our way home from a fun night with friends in Jersey City. We tried to cross the highway leading into the Holland Bridge. It was gridlock. Behind us, someone in a truck kept their horn blaring. You stuck your upper body out the window, raised your arms in frustration, and yelled in your best southern accent, "What do you want? What do you want us to do?" It broke a stressful moment.
But it made me look at our relationship. How come I love this person? So it was a deep dive into my own feelings for her. I love you because no matter where we live, as long as we are together, we are home. Jenny, I love you because you can laugh at yourself. You're beautiful. Jenny, I love you because you tolerate my continuous stream of lame jokes. Some fly, but most crash and burn.
Oh, here's where he's really stretching. Jenny, I love you because you are a safe driver. That was crazy.
And then you started struggling. I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to be harder than I thought.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure there were days that it was like, I hate her guts.
Jenny, I love you because when you are not here, I feel empty. You're working tonight. I turned to say something to you, and your side of the sofa was empty. I miss my love.
Jenny, I love you because you laugh at me. It could be a joke I made or something stupid I did. You laugh. Your laughter is fuel for my soul.
Well, for me, it was an amazing experience. I would just look at this woman I love and be able to put down all the reasons why. It's important to do that.
Receiving it every day was just awesome because I would look forward to it.
And the last one, for my favorite, it was This is the ending. This is the one. Jenny, I love you because you always love me more.
Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie.
This has been an amazing adventure with an amazing woman.
Thank you for being the person you are.
A person who can give me 365 reasons why I love them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was the best one, actually.
I just love her.
Mike clearly didn't need help finding inspiration, but some people do, and that's okay. And maybe they don't even write their Valentines themselves. Maybe they even use artificial intelligence. Back in 2023, former KTVB reporter Andrew Bartline found out it's pretty hard to tell the difference between a person's confession for love and a computer's version.
It's good to see you.
There's a lot of pressure to get it right,
Happy Valentine's Day.
starting with the arrangements.
What else would we be doing today?
But for Dorothy Hope,
This is for Virginia.
it doesn't end there.
You're welcome.
The hallmark of the holiday is the arrangement
You mean the enclosure card?
of the words.
Enclosure cards, yeah.
These cards tend to need a little help
Generally, yes.
because the customer
It generally mostly is missed.
tends to practice a pattern.
Happy Valentine's Day, love your husband. So we try to help him out with that.
But after so many Valentines,
It's been 38 years,
Hope Bloom's flowers could use some help too.
so I'm not gonna lie, I have turned to that chat AI thing a couple of times when I've been stumped.
Cybersecurity company McAfee says 1 in 3 men plan to do the same.
No.
This year's
No.
Valentine's Day.
No, we're not. We're never apart.
But could Kevin White
We're celebrating 44 years next month.
tell them apart?
You are the perfect partner in every sense, and I love you more with each passing day. Oh, it just says everything. I mean, that's how I feel about it.
A robot wrote that.
Really?
A computer. Turns out, you like that one the most?
I think so.
Why do you like that one? A lot like the robot.
It just kind of, it resonates a bit with me. So I really do feel lucky to have my wife by my side.
But placed side by side,
Oh, for sure.
a personal touch still stands out.
You know how to make me laugh when I want to cry, support me when I want to fly. You're always there to get me by. Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
Ben Charles picked a letter written by our producer, Katie.
I was a pilot in the Navy, so I'm a pilot for FedEx now, so I fly all the time.
Like flowers,
Can you hand me a couple?
the words are just an arrangement.
We used to just say it with flowers, so now you can say it with AI and chat GPI or whatever it is.
It's all influenced by genuine intentions.
As long as you have some input to it, it kind of just polishes it up a little bit, I guess.
And just another tool to get it right.
When you're not a Hallmark entity, it helps a lot, so.
One local business is spitting up love more than just on Valentine's Day. Get ready to get your hands dirty with this date night. What do you want to write to your Valentine? Text us, 208-321-5614. Don't forget your name and hashtag the 208. Oh, and the name of the person your Valentine is for. That way they know it's for them. We'll share some of these live at the end of the show. Like dancing or singing Islands in the Stream or eating spaghetti like Lady and the Tramp. Growing up in the dirt and clay on a potato farm in southern Idaho, Shay Woodhouse had dreams of opening her own pottery studio. Well, that dream became a reality when almost 4 years ago, Shay opened up Clay Collective on State Street in Boise. And now she has turned her love of pottery into a potential love story for others. Photojournalist John Mark Crum takes us to date night at the Clay Collective on last Valentine's evening.
I love love. I say that a lot. I love seeing people love each other.
Do you remember when we fell in love?
This is date night. Thank you. Welcome to date night. It's basically Valentine's Day every Friday in here.
So we're working with a speckled stoneware. We wanted to have a fun little date. We have 2 kids and it's kind of hard to get out.
Date night started when I opened Clay Collective. Half that ball into the shape of a potato. So I've been working with clay for 16 years. Whenever anyone is like, what do you do for a living? And I say, I'm a potter, or I work with clay. People automatically, the first thing they say is, like Ghost? And there's the scene in the movie, Patrick Swayze, it comes in behind her and puts his hands on her hands and helps her to make this piece that's actually collapsing the whole time.
I hope it wasn't a masterpiece.
But they're together in this really intimate moment with their hands all dirty on top of each other, and it's very it's a sexy scene. And it's iconic for people. Creating a ghost-like atmosphere for people is relatable, comical, it's cute.
It's fun to, do something out of the norm.
But sometimes we'll have 2 friends going on a date together. We'll have a mom and a daughter going on a date together.
I didn't know what we were doing or where we were going, but he knew. We both tried to friend zone each other, but it just never really worked. So I think we both realized I don't know, our lives were a lot better when we were actually talking and hanging out.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh, there goes Liz.
Witnessing hundreds of people on a date.
Happy little mistake.
I just love it when I see couples laugh together. If you can find someone who you're comfortable being vulnerable around and you can laugh through something that's uncomfortable, that's pretty special and irreplaceable even.
Yeah, just...
My main mission is to help people feel good. Feel good about themselves. Feel better about themselves, feel confident within themselves. Kind of why I open my doors to people. The righteous.
If you were wondering how you could go couple up at date night, we actually have some bad news. On Saturday, a giant bulge of water formed in the ceiling of the Clay Collective and it collapsed.
You can actually see the damage from State Street. We've had people slowing down, rolling down their window and looking. Because in the storefront where we usually have our classroom, there's a giant ceiling fan dangling from the rafters and insulation panels spilling out of the ceiling. And drywall crumbled everywhere, broken onto the floor, which has kind of just unleashed all of the leaks.
As of Thursday, they hadn't heard back from their building owner, so right now they're in the process of finding a new location. But don't worry, that's not the end of date night. You can still book a date night in the future when they're back up and running.
Well, that was sweet. And now for the weather. We're sitting at 32 right now in Boise. Here's a live look outside of the connector. Within the last hour, that picture has dramatically changed. It went from dry to now that wintry mix where we're looking at more rain to the rain winter snow component here. Now valley-wide, we've got a rain snow mix happening all around us. Now we do expect that snow to dry up as the temps continue to drop tonight, and we're looking at about a ½ inch to 1 inch of snowfall overall across the valley. And it's all because of this storm system that hit us yesterday. You can see it here in the satellite radar. We've got a good mixture of rain and snow coming into the mix. Now we do expect this to affect things like visibility, which it absolutely is. Right now, Boise has a visibility of just under 1.5 miles out, 2 miles out in Nampa, 4 in Caldwell, 6 in Twin Falls. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Now, you can see that once we get through tonight, tomorrow morning, we've got some patchy fog coming into the picture, but we're mostly sunny with a high of 36. Sunday, precipitation returns to the picture with a rain to snow type mix, a high of 39. And on Monday for President's Day, we get a little more rain to snow happening, but we do get some sunshine with a high of 41.
All right, let's get to some of your messages. These are fun ones, so we won't do politics today. This one, we're going to help out. This person says, I just came back from my work trip 8 days ago, exhausted, event planner. I didn't think about buying flowers or a card for my wonderful wife. Could you read this? I'll get her to sit next to me and listen. Okay, here we go. Mon amour, Christina, merci for your unwavering love, your constant support, your hugs when I need them most, your kisses when I want them most. Thank you for being my #1 fan. Je t'aime, always yours, Oliver. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day to my 2 best buds ever, my mom, Red, and sister. That's from GB. I proposed to my wife, Irene, 35 years ago tonight. Thank you, God. She said yes. She is the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you, baby. That is from Gary. Happy 47th Valentine's Day to my one and only sweetheart, Edna. That's from Chris in Mountain Home. My husband is the best in the whole world. He is my best friend and the best dad, stepdad, and furry daddy. I love you, love of my life. B&B in Nampa. Chelsea, we've been married for nearly 20 years, and I'm still smitten by you. I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Loved, Logan. The best Valentine gift would be me not having to ask, what should we do for dinner for a whole week? That's from Kim. Daniel, even though we met later in life, there is no one I would rather annoy than you. Aw, from Dawn. Thank you for the stories about Valentine couples. I'm lucky enough. I've been with my wife for 53 years, from Bob. There's Brady and I. We took a great picture because we just love celebrating Valentine's Day, I suppose. I should probably say hi to my real Valentine, my wife Haley and son Finn. I'll be home soon.
Continue with us and watch free now on the KTVB Plus app everywhere you stream.